There you go. I had to clean the camera off just a little bit. Now it'll look a lot better instead of fogging up. But like I was saying, I'm still praying for people in China, praying for them. Me and my friend was talking about it, and I told her, I said, I really believe it's like 100,000 or maybe 1,100 people are dying from this virus. And it's kind of funny, me and her both agree that the coronavirus is like the flu. Because you got aches, pain, fever, sore throat, you're coughing. It's just like the flu, except it's 10 times more deadlier. The only reason why this flu is deadlier is because you stop breathing. So, I'm just praying they find a vaccine. And I've been reading and keeping up with it, and different countries are having like some type of medication to slow it down. Some are trying to have a vaccine so it can just stop it completely. One country is trying to do it, like make a vaccine within 90 days. Another one say it would take a year. Another one would say it takes 3 months. It's just, I understand that making medicine, it takes some time. It takes some time studying it, producing it, testing it. It takes some time. And like I say, I'm pretty upset about the Chinese government because that doctor, he did the right thing and just notified them that something really terrible is going to happen to their country. But that pride, like I told my friend, pride is a sin. And the reason why pride is a sin is what you see. The Chinese government was too prideful to own, like, oh, there's nothing wrong here. And we don't want to lose our money, and we don't want to lose our business, and we don't want to lose our trade with other countries. And they were just thinking about their self instead of the health and their people in their country, which is pretty messed up, and it's upsetting too. It's pretty fucked up. And the doctor, God bless, I know he's in heaven, and all the doctors and all the people who passed away from this virus, part of giving that doctor a big hug in heaven. I'm hoping he's in heaven because he did the right thing. In United States, if something like that happened in United States, and a doctor say, hey, there's a virus, it's very deadly, we need to go look into it, the U.S. government would drop everything and focus on the first source and nip it on the bud, no questions asked. But China got this for decades. China had this thing, the government had this thing called pride. Their pride always kills them all the time, and it never ends. For some strange reason, China for history, and it's any other country, but China has a really stubborn attitude when it comes to hearing their people or something is really wrong, like this virus. They always think about their self, and they think about money, and that's it. In business and profit. I mean, that's all over the world, but I'm just saying China is a lot worse. Like my friend, she's from China, and she told me that people in China are very greedy, and they will do anything to keep up with their business and money. As I always say, in life, we're supposed to learn things as we live. Like I had a relative always keep telling me, as long as you live on this earth, you should always be learning something on this earth. And I learn something new every day because I don't know everything, But the other thing, I'm just praying the Lord, I'm just praying they can find a vaccine. I am a little concerned how many people are getting affected, but there's nothing you can do. The reason why most Americans are not tripping or worried because the health organization and our government is doing an excellent job containing it, finding people who are sick, alerting people who might be sick, alerting what's going on. The one thing that our government does is alert people. If people doesn't know how people can protect themselves, how people can educate themselves, how people prevent themselves not getting sick and stuff like that. So, I forgot to take one of my medications. Daggone it. I forgot to take one of them. That's okay. I take it when I get back home. I'll be fine. I've been taking it. I have to take some medication since my stomach was all jacked up. I have to take it. I have to take it for 4 weeks, and I have to take it daily. And I totally forgot when I left at the door, and I just realized I'm supposed to take the medication. God dang it. But it's daily, so I can take it morning, noon, night. It doesn't matter. I just have to make sure I take it daily. Next time I put it upstairs in my bathroom so I can take it. It's important so my stomach can get back to normal. But anyway, back what I was saying, that, America is doing a good job by giving people heads up, alerting people, telling people what's up, and it's good. And it's sad that the Chinese government doesn't do that. Why do they do that? They just make themselves more suspicious. They make them more stuff like the enemy. They make themselves look like they want to be the death camp for their people. I mean, you give a lot of wishy-washy side look on a government who did not really care about people's safety and health. And due to the fact that the doctor knew that was happening, they could have prevented all of this. They could have shut it down. They could have made sure these people were stable and get some medicine and vaccine. A lot of this could have prevented. A lot of this could have been prevented. It wouldn't be a worldwide kind of concern or a pandemic for some people. And, the government, the Chinese people would have still have their celebration, New Year's over there, if they would have contained it. And just alert people, say, hey, wash your hands, make sure food is cooked thoroughly, don't eat exotic creatures, just inform people. But once again, the Chinese government, they're all about money. They're all about business. They're all about the stocks. They're just all about the money. They don't care about nothing else but their self, their entitlement, and money. And I think that's so sad. People like that gonna burn in hell. I'm not God. I'm just saying, if you don't care about another human being, you're gonna burn in hell. You're just gonna burn in hell. And, God bless those people over there who's trying to tell the world what's really actually happened. I don't believe anything that the Chinese government said, because just like that doctor, you believe the doctor. There's no question you can believe him because he's a doctor. Because he knew something wasn't right. And that's what doctors supposed to do. They're supposed to investigate and look and find what is going on. So, quite honestly, a lot of people just roll their eyes to the Chinese government, regardless if it was no virus or isn't, because a lot of people more people read or watch YouTube videos for information instead of looking at television, because television is pretty much like they water it down. They pretty much water it down, while other people who are journalists and people who are YouTube and keeping up with this stuff, they tell it truthfully, honestly. And if you think YouTube and people who write journalists who write about these stories are causing a pandemic, think about the media. The media is making it more worse than somebody who's writing it or a YouTuber who is explaining it. because the media wants people to freak out and spaz out. Me personally, there's two things you can do if any kind of situation is to pray and just protect yourself. That's all that you can do. I found out my grandma in Kentucky had a cold. Then I found out my aunt had that superbug when you throw up and shit both ways, you know. In Las Vegas, they had that superbug. 200 something people got it, and now who knows what all these people, we don't know, they're staying in Las Vegas or they're in 50 states. We don't know, because the health officials are scared now that they're going to start spreading it to the family, the friends, because it is very contagious. Me and my family had it years and years ago. We don't know where it came from, but when I look it up, it was like from food, or somebody else might have it, bacteria. It could be anything to set it off, which is kind of crazy. And most of all, wash your hands, you know. And it hit all of us like back to back. It didn't get my brother as bad. It got me and my nephews and my mother bad, though. It hit all of us really bad in 12 hours. It was like boom. It was like boom, 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 boom. And it was terrible. It was the most terrible experience. I didn't feel like I was going to die, but I sure did gonna feel like my inside and out was no longer no more. And thank God I pull out of it, and then I can't pronounce it, what it's called. And I come back with my part 3.